I have a ton of parts, injectors, injector seals. I think this is my PCB plate from Dan. Perfect cork sport injector seals. The injector is actually from CW turbos. I actually need to send my old ones back to get my core charge. Tried going through another company and sending mine off. They didn't do business very well, so now we have injectors, some seals. Put this shit together. Also pretty sure this is a seal that comes with the kit that's supposed to go at the bottom. Obviously we have a new one so we don't have leaky injectors. So I guess we won't be using that. Alright, I'm gonna grab this one that already has seals. Okay, if I had to guess, we're gonna go with this one. Alright, I'm putting this little curved piece. Sweet, we've got all the injectors built up. Give you a zoom in. You guys have an idea of what's going on. And yeah, you literally just slide these on. I'm pretty sure once these go on, like, you know, however you tighten that down, it'll squish these. So these are like a one-use seal, which kind of sucks, but they should last. They're good. I've heard nothing but good. And then I also cleaned out all these ports. Once again, no light. Yeah, I got them all plugged up, but they're fairly clean compared to what they used to look like. They were blowing. Like, they should do the trick. I'm gonna go ahead, get these installed. If you guys don't know what you're doing, Cork Sport or YouTube will be your friend. I can tell you right now though, you replace the seals, these go back in there, you torque them down to like 17, 18 foot-pounds or a couple ugga-duggas, call it good there. So I'm gonna go ahead and get these in the car. And they pretty much go in one way, so you can't mess this up. Hey, you know those tripods that have like the flexible feet? I need that. That's what I need. I'm gonna take my pick and see if I can get anything else out of this hole. Get this bad boy plugged in and turned on. Even got the stove, sandblaster. The setup is getting better and better. Alright, we got most of these holes pretty clean. You can see I used some of these I use for sandblasting, little plugs. Plug up the holes, flathead, also zoomed in, rag, towel. I use some brake clean, degreaser, little pick. You got in there and really clean those up. Officially cylinder 3. Holy shit, with cylinder 3 so hammered. But now we can put these in there. Let's go ahead and do that. But look at this. This was sandblasted. It was freaking trashed. That looks beautiful. And like I said, these literally go one way. Look how crusty these are. I wanted to sandblast them, but I know if I do it, they're just gonna re-rust. Get it out of here. Bam. Torque expected size is a T40. In case you guys are wondering. Using the torque wrench for this one. Got it set to like 17 foot-pounds, I believe. Seems to be doing the trick. I'm gonna go through with my ratchet too, see how tight it really is. Oh yeah, feels pretty good. Alright, now I want to do this fuel rail, but I want everything just to have a smidge of grease so everything slips on good. Yeah, nothing too crazy, just a little bit. Even on this main fuel line right here. Shit. Nothing too crazy. I just don't want any seals to get like pinched and fucking. Last thing I need is them getting pinched. Alright, give this one more blow over here. Make sure it's on it. I just got the fuel rail on there. I definitely put the bolts in and slowly tighten them down. It's not the way you're supposed to do it, but I didn't feel like fighting with it. I definitely went like, you know, 90 degrees, like each bolt, so it evenly went in. If we have a leaking fuel rail, well, we know why. And then I believe, like I said, these are like 15 pounds. I honestly don't even know. I just kind of tightened them up with my hand after I torqued them. These are like 20 pounds. I'll hit them real quick. Tie with my hand too, and then the 12 mil that go for the feed, I believe, are a little bigger, 20-25 pounds, foot-pounds. So I'll get all the fittings on and then finish cleaning the valves. That can go on, and then we'll finish plumbing the catch can, clean the throttle body. That'll go on, put this bitch back together. So keep chucking along here. Fuel, I think that's the feed. Our return's hooked up, and we can go ahead and get you plugged in and plug all of our injectors in. And like fucking unplug and put these injectors to good old cylinder 3. Bam. Let's go ahead and clean these valves. Got my setup, Harbor Freight. I think it's 24 grit walnut media. And this little cork sport tool. As I was saying before, gets a little cork sport thing, goes over the valve, covers it. You can see some walnut coming out of there, and then vacuum goes there, airline there, your media goes there. Got a little valve and a trigger. Got this from Harbor Freight and the media from Harbor Freight. Obviously that's from cork sport. Shove it down in there, pull the trigger, rip the vacuum, make sure your valves are closed. That's pretty much all there is to it. So go ahead, hook this up and get to it. Alright, the walnut media method, it works, it takes too long, but I'm gonna grab some picks, so I'm just gonna sit here and poke at it and keep blowing it out. Keep you guys updated. Oh, I shit on my fucking face. Still cleaning these valves. Probably got like an hour of work in so far. Actually a couple hours. I actually went to the store, got some new picks, and I learned something on this Milwaukee light. See, there's no light back here. You twist this fucker, and it's 360. Or you can go back, and it's 180. I honestly, I just figured that out today. But just got the throttle body all cleaned up too. See that thing's pretty clean. Fuel rails in, installed, valves are probably as clean as they're gonna get. So I think we're ready for our intake manifold. I do have an EGR delete, so I'm gonna go ahead and throw that on, and then our intake manifold, and just keep trucking along. Brake clean, scraping away, compressed air. Obviously it's shooting shit out all over my arms and my fucking face. Till you know it's working though. I think this is my EGR delete. I believe this is from Damon Motorsports as well. Also, I'm not doing the full delete. I'm just doing the plug where it goes into the intake manifold and where it comes out of the thing. Alright, yeah, here's this little plate I'm talking about. A little gold plate, and then a plug. You can do different ways to do an EGR delete. I'm just plugging it that way. Right there, that's what we're plugging. This is totally safe for emissions. Still, not really. You always gotta throw the EPA off, alright? You never know. And I'm gonna assume that we're gonna use the gasket regardless, that we're using this little plate. Just makes sense. I was a little worried you weren't going to be able to see the fuel rail I powder coated, but you can actually see it quite well. Obviously we'll have the stupid intercooler, but you know, if we ever do like a front mount or something, you can definitely see that I powder coated it. Looks pretty cool, looks pretty good. Now, before we do anything else, there's a couple things. First of all, the wiring. There's also this bracket. It's been a while since I've worked on this, so that's why I'm like, let's pause real quick. And the piece catch can. One more line I have to run, and the port comes out of the bottom of the intake manifold. So I feel like I should do that in case I have to pull the actual manifold off. Alright, just got back from my 30-minute walk. Rejuvenated, ready to go. Right mindset. Because the hose I made to go to the fucking catch can did not end up working. It is in the way. Luckily, ooh, was that a spider? Oh my god, I gotta take care of this. I hate spiders so much. Alright, let's call our spider issue solved. Back to what we were doing before it all fucking interrupted me. Getting rid of that bitch. Using this hose about a while. Oh shit, not this one. This one about a while ago. It's even more flexible, thank god. Run down, go over, hit the catch can, same thing for the other port. Hopefully that should be long enough. So I'm gonna get the intake manifold on this time, see what I can do. Let's get into it. Let's do it. Okay, bam. You guys can see now. Let's see. Yeah, right here, the valve. Put one of those on it. It's gonna run down, come over, hit the catch can, and then the other one there should kind of run down a little bit, shoot over and hit it. Before I kind of had it just a straight shot and didn't take an account for like the rail or this or even intake manifold. So it should work that way. It should be able to keep our location for mounting it over there. That's kind of what I wanted to do, so I could show off the catch can and just have easier access to it, which I think this method definitely works. GoPro died on time lapse, but got the catch can plumbed. The line is pretty long, which I do want to kind of fix it because you can see its intake's hitting it. I mean, just barely though. Like, move it back off a little bit. I mean, you can tell, barely hitting it. So obviously, we'll be able to make it work eventually, but temporarily, I like where it's at for now. Lines are ran, everything's plumbed, everything's tightened. I think our intercooler and our battery box our last two pieces. Then we can fire this bad boy up and see if she runs. So let's get those knocked out. $7.25. Just all back together. I feel like that was almost recordish, but let's go ahead, prime the fuel system, give her a start. Since I have the keyless, I'll just do the accessory mode. Like, I feel like I heard fuel. Let's go see if we smell gas or not. It's either spraying in the fuel rail or outside the fuel rail. Don't smell gas. Good sign. It's a very, very good sign. I'm so hyped. I'm gonna get this access port too. Keep priming it until we don't hear that weird sound. Or until I smell fuel. One or the other. Just kidding, hopefully I don't smell fuel. Ooh. Let's let her prime one more time. She lives. Don't smell gas. That's good. That was a quick cold start, given it is the summer, but no check engine light yet either. I definitely did an EGR delete, but an EPA safe one, in case you guys didn't know. Can't go too far, I don't have car insurance, but I mean we can go around the block. Alright guys, I'm gonna close the video out here. Hope you enjoyed. Once again, we got the Built Society shirts, coming out with more shirts, hoodies, ton of jet tags, Instagram. Just hit me up, and yeah, support me, support the channel, support the brand.